Welcome back to Kibbs Studios with a new episode of Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo Classic with your host Kibbs and friend
Dyson. We're just looking at something Kibbs found. It was a Game Boy instruction manual for Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.
An actual instruction manual.
And it brought a lot of nostalgia of all the old Game Boy games I used to play. Back when games actually had
booklets.
Like manuals and shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't really have that anymore. I mean, you can go into the options and you might find them, but not all the games have them. Or you have to go to a website. It's like...
Right, exactly. Even on the NES Classic or the SNES Classic.
I like it when it's a part of the menu. And it's one of the things on there. It's like manual. Like, there we go.
Cool.
Because I understand trying to say paper or whatever the fuck, but...
button layouts. But I like the old menus because they had backstory, history.
Exactly. After the first page, there was all these warnings and bullshit. It was like, boom, story.
Prologue.
Yeah, you're like, fuck yeah.
The story so far.
And then you mentioned something about the timeline. I'm gonna look at the timeline real quick and.
All right, Barry Allen.
Fuck yeah, Soren's down with it.
Oh, the
belt of Storm Giant Strength.
Oh shit.
He said that should make for quite the badass monk. I'm like, fuck yeah. Be jealous, Colton's monk. Because he got the one that does to 23 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still no laughing matter. That's for sure. It's
I wonder if I can sit here and gather all that shit from this douchehead right here that keeps fucking getting me anyways with it. Cool. Hey, look at that. I'm actually getting some stuff.
Yeah.
I get hit a little bit, but hey, I'm getting some stuff. Maybe I can get a reserve tank going on. Just a little bit more. Be great if I can get some super missiles here, but not asking for much.
Right. Just give me some more ammo, right? Man, that is really fast.
Yeah.
It's hard to freeze all of it.
But if you do it too soon, you'll freeze the dude.
Oh, yeah, that's really shitty.
Wow, I got all three of those.
That's perfect timing right there.
I got some in the auto reserve now. 44 out of it.
Finding it now. Let's do it. Zelda timeline. Oh, and Breath of the Wild is supposed to bring all the timelines back together.
So it's gonna merge all three timelines?
Yes, it merges all three. It's the end of every timeline. It merges everything back together.
Oh, that didn't give me shit. Is it not gonna give me super missiles?
Because
bitch.
all of the basically all of the three would eventually lead to Calamity. Ganon. Or Calamity Ganon somehow with his magic brings all the timelines to, what happened.
It's kind of lame, but okay.
It's also easier to keep track of. But they're still going to make games in those other timelines that happen in between the other games. So
Breath of the Wild is
the next game, the next Zelda that they did for E3, how at the end of
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, they did the teaser for Breath of the Wild 2, so obviously that's out, and that's after the first one, which I'm so fucking pumped that they're making.
Find out where he's hidden.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit me.
Oh well, that's fucking horseshit.
He did 50 damage to me. His feet did 50 damage.
Maybe that's where he's been fucking you up. Whenever he gets really close.
If you got a foot fetish, don't use this guy.
Right. Gotta download it so I can read it easier, because fuck. Alright, so obviously, the creation of the land and sky happens first.
Okay.
And world's created. Skyward Sword. Like right after that. There's the ancient battle and the reincarnation of the goddess Helia, which is the first Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
She is, all the Zeldas are reincarnations of Helia.
Right.
And then the humans, well, the Helians go live on the surface. And then that's the end of the Sky Era, and then the Era of Chaos happens, and the Sacred Realm is the Sacred Realm gets sealed.
Okay.
This is in between games. You just hear about it, like in the other games, like, oh, the Sacred Realm was sealed, blah blah blah. There's bad shit happened because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Era of Prosperity happens. The establishment of Hyrule Kingdom begins. And then there's the Force Era, which is huge. Right after the Era of Prosperity, you get the Minish Cap, and you get the rise of the evil Vadi, which is he's a wizard.
Right. Yeah.
That's where he gets his start. Then Four Swords happens, and it's the reincarnation, the resurrection of Vadi. He comes back to life.
Isn't Vadi the wizard that was? No, that was Ganon. Never mind.
Yeah. Ganon likes to fuck up shit a lot. Then it's the Era of the Hero of Time. Child Adult Era is what happens after Ocarina of Time, is where it ends.
Mm-hmm.
So the Sacred Realm becomes the Dark World. And Ganondorf becomes Demon King Ganon. And Ocarina of Time. And then there's the timeline, the hero is defeated. This is one of the timelines.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the decline of Hyrule and the last hero.
He's almost dead. Fuck you. Fuck you. I said fuck you. Give me those.
I'm too intrigued to continue reading. I'm gonna wait.
Motherfucker, I was gonna shoot you. You know what you're doing. Hey, thank you. I'll gladly get hit a couple times for 9 fucking super missiles. Catch that. Eat those. I thought I won.
Right.
I did.
You did win. Fucking yes, dude.
About fucking
Get
time.
fucked.
I told you I'd get it next episode.
Right. Save point, please. That feels good just to even watch happen, you know?
Oh, wait. Ooh.
Ooh. There's screw attack.
That's gotta be the screw attack.
Yeah, that's screw attack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So now when you do your jumpies, you can actually deal damage too. That'll be nice. That would have been great against him.
Ooh, look at that.
Makes you
Pretty.
fucking jump so much.
Ooh, look at that.
So good, dude.
Yeah, I think there's an item back over here I'm missing.
Ooh. Well, you might be able to actually get up there with screw attack. I bet you go through the shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Weird.
I probably gotta hit something with a certain kind of bomb or whatever. Is that the dog? Or did you hiccup again?
No, that was Mika in her dream.
Barf. Super missiles. I could have used you 5 minutes ago.
She's having some kind of dream.
Chasing something.
Mm-hmm. Barking at it.
Yeah. Barf, 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 barf. Is this a safe spot? No, but it's energy. That's just as good. No, if they would just refill my missiles, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. This is like spooky, scary going on. Oh yeah. This is fun. I like the screw attack. Oh
One of my
God.
favorite parts of Zelda games, having that right there. But right after the Decline of Hyrule and the Last Hero, the imprisoning war happens, and then A Link to the Past happens, and that's the resurrection of Ganon.
Cool.
Then you have Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, and you have the resurrection of Ganon again. And then you have Link's Awakening after that. And then the Monarchs of Hyrule use the Triforce. And then the tragedy of Princess Zelda, the first happens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the Legend of Zelda happens. And then right after that, of course, in that one, Ganon fucking resurrects again. And then the Adventure of Link happens, Zelda 2. Right after that, and it's the resurrection of Ganon is prevented. He's trying to fucking revive immediately. Like after that, almost.
There's a glitch in the Legend of Zelda 2 that there's an item you're supposed to get, and it allows you not to get it.
Really?
Sometimes it won't, yeah. And then the only way to do that is to restart.
No, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, because it's like 80% of the way into the game or some shit, some kind of hammer or whatever. So the super bombs hurt those aliens, but the screw attack will kill them.
Nice. So it's pretty fucking strong too.
What the fuck's going on here? Oh, that's what's going on. Okay.
Good thing you have the screw attack.
Oh shit! Why is it rising? Stop rising. Stop being a little bitch and fucking screw attack him. Screw him. Oh god, what the fuck's happening here? Well, I'm screwed.
Oh boy. That's the end of the heroes defeated timeline. So there's the heroes triumphant timeline. The child era, as the sacred realm remains protected, and then Majora's Mask happens, and you stop the moon from crashing into the planet and destroying it.
Oh, fun.
And then the demon thief Ganondorf is executed.
Demon thief.
In between Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. And then the Shadow Invasion happens in Twilight Princess, which is where, you know, the Tweely and all that stuff happens, and it's like, oh, you think Zant is the main villain, and then, oh, fuck, it's Ganondorf.
Surprise.
He was just using Zant, you know, to help, you know, like trick Zant, basically.
Using him the whole time, basically.
It's like, oh, that fucking sucks for you, Zant, but you're getting your kills
safe
because
spot.
you're an asshole. Then Four Swords Adventures happens way after that, and it's the reincarnation of Ganondorf and the resurrection of Vadi. Four Swords Adventures, they're both villains. You have to fight Ganon and Vadi.
Oh, Jesus.
That one's crazy.
You know, I think we've talked about the Zelda timeline a couple different times in videos.
Have we?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I don't mind it, of course, you know.
Right. I always like to relook at it because I fucking forget all the time.
Well, it's
I know I've talked about it with Brandon a shit ton.
Mhm.
You know, like,
It truly is kind of a confusing timeline. If you,
Yeah.
You know. breaks. Why? Goodness. Shoot. Cool.
After I told him about the belt, he was just like, it's probably gonna suck to fight whoever has it when the time comes. I was like, fuck.
I didn't think about that.
And then he said, this is gonna be great after, I replied to him. I said, like, I'll have some, like, friends, to throw at whoever has one.
Good thing I have some cannon fodder to take care of
that's
that.
I put that in distraction in parentheses after. I was like, they'll be more like a distraction or cannon fodder. Hopefully some of us are ranged. With that, they're gonna have a plus, like, fucking at least 9 to hit.
Firebomb upgrade.
Oh, fuck yeah. But yeah, they're gonna have like at least a plus 9 to hit if they're wearing that belt. So
Yeah, oh yeah.
that'll be good thing. I'll have a high AC, and hopefully by then high HP. Because fuck. All because it got stolen from me. Fucking hell. Then there's the adult era. Ganondorf is sealed right at the beginning of that. It's right at the end of Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
Then the hero of Winds and a New World. So Ganondorf is resurrected. And then Hyrule's sealed and then flooded.
Whoa, the screw attack's not working on these guys.
Oh shit.
I don't like that.
Oh man, they're crazy. They got their own screw
I have to
attacks.
defeat them somehow. Maybe I can defeat them when they're like... Yeah, they gotta turn that gold color or whatever.
Like fucking ninjas or something weird. These guys are annoying.
Very much.
Really? There we go.
Ta-da!
Yay, they did.
Ta-da!
Hey, and then after it's flooded, Wind Waker happens, and Ganondorf has been resurrected. Then there's Phantom Hourglass, and then a new continent is discovered. And then a new Hyrule Kingdom is founded. And then Spirit Tracks happens, where Demon King Malladus is resurrected.
Oh, fun.
So a new enemy. And then Breath of the Wild connects all three of those. So that's fun.
I wonder if they're gonna make it more knowledgeable in the second Breath of the Wild, how they connect.
So the way, from what it looks like, because like there's the wall mural where it shows like, it's obviously Ganondorf getting stabbed by some kind of giant sword, and all the markings and shit, they look Tweely, which are the people from the Twilight Princess who are in the Twilight Realm.
Which I haven't played that one yet, but I have it on Wii.
Right.
Along with Wind Waker.
But the corpse is obviously Ganondorf's corpse.
The GameCube version of Wind Waker thing.
So Breath of the Wild was just fighting Ganon like himself, like the Calamity Ganon. This one, it's under Hyrule Castle. It's still going to be a big open world game too. It'll be the map itself, but there's also an underground. So that'll be new. And Ganondorf's corpse is reanimated, basically, and I'm assuming that something else will happen.
Like the Phantom Ganon in Ocarina.
Yeah. And the And with all the Tweely markings and stuff, they'll have something to do with it.
Right.
Like, so it's gonna be like the Twilight Princess of the Breath of the Wild series of games, basically. Which means there's gonna be a lot of crazy shit. But the thing about the game, it looks like either Zelda will be running around with you the entire game, which will be cool to have like a companion. Or maybe you can do co-op, and one you can play as Zelda and one you can play as Link, which will also be neat.
That would be kind of neat.
It'd be cool to have Zelda run around with you.
Or you can like switch them out when you need them.
Yeah. But it'll still be like, you know, Breath of the Wild style gameplay.
Right.
Because Nintendo made this one because they had too many DLC ideas.
Okay.
And that's what this game is just after all their DLC ideas, they're like, dude, Breath of the Wild would be too fucking huge of a game if we had all this as DLC. It's big enough to make a huge fucking game again. So they're like, well, let's just do that.
Let's just make this happen.
So they kind of turn all the DLC into one big story. That's what happens. So, honestly, a lot of crazy stuff's probably going to happen. Lots of twists and turns. It's going to be a bunch of different stories making one big one. That's probably one of my favorite teaser trailers of a game ever, though. It was so good. Like, as soon as I heard the music and you see, like, the art style and stuff, and being that it was Nintendo, I was like, are they already making a new Zelda? And then, right away, and then you see Zelda and Link, I'm like,
it's like instantaneously. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, I was so fucking happy. I was like, well, Nintendo just fucking won E3.
They just won the internet.
Like, sure, Xbox had Keanu Reeves at their press conference, but guess what? Xbox didn't have Legend of Zelda.
Unless Keanu Reeves wants to do Legend of Zelda as a voiceover somehow. You know?
Yeah.
He could be the voice of Link finally.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy who voices Link has to have the easiest job in the world. Because all he has to do is make grunt sounds. And
yeah.
The guy who plays Yoshi is some of my favorite voice acting ever. Because, like, have you ever heard what he does for his voice acting?
Mm-mm.
So he just goes in, he just does a normal voice to do his stuff, and then they do
Watch
a bunch
this.
of... Oh shit, Ridley. Oh fuck.
I know how to take care of you.
Just a shit ton of missiles.
It's called a missile enema. Oh, no.
So is Ridley's thing, like, he just has a shit ton of attacks and probably a shit ton of health.
Yeah.
That's probably his thing. Because it looks like you're just hitting him with rockets is hurting him, but...
That's hurting him.
But, like, he probably has a fuck ton of health. And he has a lot of attacks. Fucking Christ. Sam's is like you again.
Damn it, Ridley. Hello to my super missiles. Keep repeating what you're doing there, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, let's just keep doing this. This will be the best fight ever. Love it.
He's changing color now, so we're getting there.
Yeah. I like the way that this was like there was still a way to tell, you know,
that you're doing some kind
health,
of damage. Yeah.
What Super Metroid did was pretty cool. Like the enemies change color; they're starting to get more pale because there's less blood in their body.
It's because we're kind of fucking you up, you know.
They're dying. I'm ready for another 3D Mario. Like, what would be great is fucking Super Mario Sunshine 2. Like, please.
I mean, they did 3. We just mentioned 3, so I mean, we figured they'd do something else.
Right. Oh, and apparently it's a great game. I'm asking for that for Christmas too.
Tyron.
Oh yeah.
He said he got it, and then the next day he was playing for a little bit longer, and before he went to work, he realized that he already put in like 13 hours.
Jesus. I miss that guy.
Yeah. I miss his tirades, how he gets pissed off at things.
Oh yeah. Let's say electronics are easier now. They don't have to do as much phone shit, do they?
They have that T-Rock thing there,
Yeah.
They do some because it's not there the whole time.
Right.
But I mean, it's only for like 2 hours that they don't have T-Rock there.
Right.
No.
Jesus, he's still fucking.
He was getting
went
close.
ham. Yeah.
I know he fucking
He
was.
just has so many attacks. He's blown fire. He's fucking stabbing you with his tail. He's trying to grab you.
Oh, and that was quite a ways away, too, I think. Damn. Well, this guy's got to pee anyway, so stay tuned for
There we
more.
go.
Next time, we will take him down. He's easy to hit. We just gotta get him in that same loop again.
Oh yeah, you get him if you get him on that for the whole time.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Golden, yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more as we fuck shit up and take names later.
Oh boy.